this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 71 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on. Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now. Meredith. And we're getting into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Samuels got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. On second down, Meredith. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw. Samuels. He has another 1st down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
This is it! This is it!
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4th for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everything's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, Meredith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. To throw on second down. Samuels throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Back to throw. Samuels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24, Hurts. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
NFL converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Down carry for Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now it's 2nd and 9. A toss out to Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Samuels. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Samuels. Over the middle, complete. It's McKinnon.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets done?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And got his man complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they have a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was polished off by Washington touchdown.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a second gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here.
What did they call that on?
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. After the frustration kicks in at the end, you're going to hit him anyway.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So a yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, Hurts. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. This one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Browns struggling to find their footing early in the year, still looking for their first win after 3 straight losses. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Saquon Barkley will get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
An extra man here in the secondary from Washington on third down.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
So here's Washington now to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Samuels looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down.
That's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Samuels. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. McKinney. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Completing along the sideline, McLaurin with it.
Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And that nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep in pressure.
Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Couple of loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try to get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they did go run, so you were right. Maybe a little more breathing room for 4th down.
Well, no one wants to be accused of playing it safe, right? But instead, they will just reverse it and say, we're playing it smart.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Brown with his stick skills. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have to lead you in control of the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Samuels. And will find his man on the end route, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Samuels. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This is our time. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Samuels over the middle, complete. That's McKinney. Well, they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And that's picks up through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
To look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That time a 6-play drive, and the result a touchdown for Washington. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
Rolling to his right. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. close makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the ranges you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Loose football. It's picked up by the Eagles. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. It'll be Hurts in the option. He's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously got the catch.
Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't.
Play-action throw deep downfield. A leap, and he will make the catch. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Evades him at the 10. Pretty move. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. To his right. Fights him off. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now Washington down by 1. 50 seconds to go.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Complete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. It's complete. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out to go. Back of the broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Defenses always have a goal holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
One universal in football. When it's a kicking situation, are you kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting, you never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll rifle this one deep right side. They'll fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. They'll start the drive with Dixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You see the numbers on the ground for Dixon a week ago. 16 carries, 52 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On first down, they go with Dixon. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
57, Mike, 57.
Running out of the gun with Dixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Shut him down. Let's do this.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The handoff out of the pistol, it's Dixon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Dixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
the O-line. They go to the sideline. They keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Eagles now backed up to start their first drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And how good he is throwing the ball. It's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Barkley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. On third down, Peoples pushing his way through and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First and 10, it's Hurts. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
57, Mike 57.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's caught inside the 30. And it goes down, but I hope we'll get him this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
For that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he can throw a football. I mean, it's just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
We covered it.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley. And after the big game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Barkley, toss play left.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He will find Smith. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now Tua. That's to run on a quick slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Drops it underneath to Dixon. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was tight right there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And Cooks has it over the middle. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face them down. Tua sets up to pass it. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Martin. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round, complete. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if the ball comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, the vision that he had what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Shrugs it off. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Hurts out to his left. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the time, but yeah.
Either.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Washington to check out the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. De'Ami Brown, a good game there. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the 6. Now Precious, he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. Talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the counter with Dixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Going on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Down, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down. And now it brings up 3rd.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
You just can't have the defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And part It's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's right. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now the Miami field goal unit. And his kick is gone. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself in good range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. With Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll buy some time right. Hurts follows it. And the Dolphins have got it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too hard.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Dixon running from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Dixon. Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Training. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here from 3rd and goal. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. And that was caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Slide for the PAT.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is
as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And it worked as forward for about 3 at second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Short, it's Dixon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
Dixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock moving here.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing the game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Dolphins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.